After a summer punctuated by train delays and cancellations, passenger groups, trade unions and politicians today joined forces to ask the government to freeze the price of fares. The cost of travelling by rail is expected to rise by about 3.5% in January. The exact increase is tied to inflation and will be announced tomorrow. Our correspondent Gerard Tubb reports from Manchester.
More than 9,000 Northern rail services have failed to run over the past 2 months, with some of the ensuing chaos filmed by irate passengers. After delays and cancellations following timetable changes, commuters told to expect a 3.5% rise in the price of season tickets are not happy.
It's just a catastrophe, so we drive in.
This commuter told me she was paying £80 a month to come into Manchester by rail from Davenport, but not anymore.
What do you think of the fact that prices on those trains for commuters are likely to go up 3.5%?
They need to get it sorted out before they put the prices up. It's ludicrous. I know it's not just the north, I know it's the south as well, I know it's happening in London, but it's just, you can't get anywhere around here.
The commuter fare price rise from January is set at RPI, the Retail Prices Index. It is running at around 1 percentage point above wage growth, meaning every increased fare will cost commuters more in real terms next year. But the mayors may have wasted their ink. The Department for Transport has told Sky News it has no powers to freeze regulated fares.
We don't think it's reasonable at all to contemplate a further fare increase in the context of this absolutely chaotic and declining level of service from the rail companies, particularly when we've seen a 40% rise in fares over the last 10 years and not had the level of service that the travelling public were promised as a result of the franchising.
Meanwhile, a Which survey shows commuter satisfaction with rail services has dropped in the last decade from 72% to 62%, and only 23%, not even 1 in 4 of us, have trust in rail services. Outside Manchester's Piccadilly station, that dissatisfaction is vocal.
A lot of people, especially in my office, we've got so many people who've had to change the working hours because the trains are just changing times constantly, so they can't get into work on time.
The way things are going, who can afford to get the trains if they know they're going to be late all the time? So now I'm just a bit fed up of it, really.
The government said it is investing in the rail network in the north and that it would not be fair to ask people who don't use trains to pay more than those who do. Meanwhile, passengers are still facing uncertainty over what trains will run and when. Gerard Tubb, Sky News, Manchester.